Welcome to the tutorial for Degree Progress. My name is Heidi Mahon, and I'm going to be walking you through certain features of Degree Progress. Specifically, we're going to be talking about where to find Degree Progress and how to use common features specifically for faculty meeting with students. So, where do we find Degree Progress? This is a web-based platform designed by CMU, and it has a website, apps.cmish.edu/tools/workbench. However, I find it easier to go to cmish.edu, sign into CentralLink, and then in the academic section, which is listed all their hyperlinks alphabetically, go down to the degree progress. And I do have it saved as a bookmark. Now you want the degree progress admin because you are looking up other students. If you show degree progress without the admin, that takes you to your degree progress. So if you want to look up other students, you need to go to the degree progress admin. And when you click on that, you should see this search bar. If you don't, please connect with the Office of Information Technology because all faculty and staff who work directly with students should have access. And that includes fixed term faculty. So you should have access to work with students' degree progress. In the search bar, you can see that you can type a student's name in, their student number, or their global ID. If you type a student's name, it's best to type last name, comma, first name, and then search. And I do find that if you're searching by name, you find there are a lot of John Smiths or whatever your name is. So it's easier to search by number. Now I have a test site up, and this is the landing page that you will find when you select degree progress. And we're going to go through some of these features. So you can see the degree progress tab over here is selected, and that is your landing page for degree progress. On the top, you have the name of the student. Our student happens to have a first name of CMU student, a middle name of 7, and a last name of Fire Up. If you have a student who has a preferred name that is not a legal name, that may show up in parentheses behind their last name. If you select this little shadow person, you will see their student name, the student ID, and their global ID. As this is a test student, we do not have a global ID assigned to them. Other features of this, and I'm going to go back to this tab. So we have CMU 8 Fire Up. You can see there are several holds here. We have an admissions hold. We have a degree hold. These are holds. This is where they will show up. If they are holds preventing registration, there will be contact information to help the student resolve that issue. A lot of the times you'll see a housing hold or a financial payment hold. There will be contact information so that student can get in contact with the office to rectify that hold. Okay, going back to CMU student 7, Fire Up, other things that you can see on this landing page, how many hours they've completed, how many hours they're enrolled. You can see their degree right here is undeclared. They do not have a major. General education is very important. We have competencies and university program, and you can see which classes they have taken to fulfill those requirements. As I said, this is an undeclared undergraduate, so they do not have degree requirements yet, nor major requirements. They will fill those in once they declare a major. And then you do have graduation related requirements, such as the minimum number of credits of 120, and you can see what the student's progress is here. Okay, academic history. If you pull up a student's academic history, it will load with all the classes that they have taken. You did see on the first tab that they were not enrolled in classes. That's because we have not started the fall semester yet, so they're not technically enrolled until that fall semester starts. But you see that they are registered for both fall and spring of 25-26, and they have taken classes here. Now, this is listed just as a list of all classes. you can actually go up to the top, click on undergraduate semester view, and see what their progress is based on the semester. It will break that list of classes down by semester view. Sometimes this takes a little bit, but if you're patient, it will show up. So you can see that chemistry 141, general chemistry for engineering, they got an A-. You can also see the instructor, that was Brooke Helm from the registrar's office. That's fun. And you can see what they are registered for in the fall and spring. Other sections over way on the right-hand side, you can see what their cumulative GPA and semester GPA is as you're moving through their program of study. Okay, that is the academic history tab. Another tab that is useful is the advisors tab. Now, since this is a test student in a test site, we do not have academic advising history, but I will show you an example here. Here's an example of what it will look like with your academic advisor. We have Jo Neal Cook. She is the academic advisor. She is associated with the College of Business Administration. And on this tab, it also shows Jo Neal's email address, her phone number, and her office location, as well as her booking link. So all the contact information, including how to schedule an appointment, is right there for students at their fingertips. Students are informed of this at orientation, so it's a good opportunity to remind them that their academic advisor information is there. Some departments do put faculty advisor information here loaded from SAP. If that is something that interests you or your department, please connect with OIT to determine how you can do that. All right, notes. This is an important section. We encourage all faculty that are meeting with students to enter notes into degree progress so other parts of the university can understand what conversations are being had. So very simple. You just type your note in here, CMU student about elective classes. Just type it in. We actually have office referrals. If you want to refer them to tutoring, you can select that. Career development, maybe you think that they should CLEP test out of a class, or maybe they should attend the Math Assistance Center, or they need to discuss things on finances, send them to One Central. So you just click on that. I'm going to select Math Assistance Center, and you can see the Math Assistance Center with their website information shows up. Privacy level. It is automatic that it is faculty, staff, and students, so students can see what you are typing in here. That is the privacy level we would like to keep all notes at. We need to be transparent. Now, we understand sometimes students are discussing sensitive information with someone, whether it's a faculty member, a staff member, and so we just use your discretion on how to write that note. You can state, spoke with student about personal issues, recommended they go to counseling, recommended counseling center, or something else. Maybe it's student affairs, maybe it's student disability services, maybe it's veterans resources, but put in there that you spoke with them very generally. It does not have to have detail. We don't want the student feeling surprised that any information was shared with the university this way, but definitely be transparent. So you can recommend counseling, put that in. And again, the counseling information shows. Once you are done, you can save the note, and it does take a little bit to save, specifically in the sandbox, the test site. But you can see once they save the notes, should pop up in here. Oh, there are no notes saved on that one, but it will show on this site. You can see I can edit this note until 12:48. So it gives you about 20 minutes to edit if you need to edit the note. And again, you can always pull it out the box to make it bigger. So the notes entered will say who it was entered by, when it was entered, the date and the time. So that is essentially the degree progress aspect of degree progress. Let's talk about declaring. Some faculty will be declaring majors. That is a way that we have, that is our process here at CMU. So some faculty are major declarers. And so you go to the Declare and Amend tab, the Declare Major Minor Certificate, and that is what you will see when you click on it. So we're going to declare a major for CMU student. So you click on the Declare, it's going to come up with this. This student is an undeclared with a bulletin of 2425. Great. We're going to add a major in these major options. And so you can hit the plus sign. It's going to help you find one. We're going to make this one, oh, they already had engineering. So let's put computer engineering. So you can start typing. You see, I either have computer engineering or computer science. That goes the same with, let's say, teaching. You can see teaching, all the different ones. We're going to put this person as a computer engineer. So you select the computer engineer, that green plus sign, and the bulletin selection, it automatically populates for the semester that they started. Unless you know otherwise, please keep it at the semester that they started. So we're going to select that bulletin. We're going to make sure that they have degrees, show all degree options. This is the only degree that they are allowed. It's the Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering because it's a computer engineering major. We're going to keep that. If I didn't want this, and we're going to take that off, I'm going to show you computer science. Let's try here. Select bulletin, and it'll show you that, oh, Bachelor of Science is the only one. So we're good there. All right. So now we have a major under here. It is not done. It has not been declared yet. You're going to come over to this right-hand side, way over here. Proposed changes. You are proposing to change the degree from a undeclared undergrad, to a Bachelor of Science, because remember, we're doing the computer science now. And then we're going to add the computer science major here. So we're going to add this. Now, you see this little statement here. This is an intent to major. Please do not select that button. We want to keep that unselected. Unless you are positive your department has intents to major, do not select this button. Because if you select an intent to major, that is not really declaring a major. Most of our majors we want to just declare. They are not intents to major. They act very similarly to majors, but do not select that button unless you are 100% sure that that's what you want. Most faculty should just be adding. This should remain unselected. Okay, so we've got a Bachelor of Science ready over here. We've got the computer science. We have this not selected, and we're going to commit this. So it says it's working right here. And once it comes through, it takes a little bit, it's redirecting. You will see their new program, and they now have a declared major of computer science. When we scroll down to details, you see that now they have a Bachelor of Science degree and a computer of science major, where they are going to be fulfilling these requirements. You also notice here, when I have now a notes section here. Notes, it has a counter. So it indicates there are notes that have been entered. Remember, we entered that note. So that is a tutorial, a very general, basic tutorial of the features of degree progress. Again, academic history, we have notes, and we have a declare and amend. So we're going to declare another major. I'm going to walk that back through with you. And you can see now we have a Bachelor of Science here, and we have a computer science major. This is still pending. It takes a while to go through, but if you want to, let's declare a minor on this. It's the same concept. So we're not going to add a major. We're just going to declare a minor. So let's hit the little plus sign, and let's say this shows all the minors. You can see instead of the majors, it's all the minors. So maybe I want to add a cinema studies minor because that sounds very cool. We're going to select the bulletin that is there. And we're just adding it. Oh, sorry. You see, I wasn't able to, I got a nice red. This is we're going to add it to the Bachelor of Science and we're going to add it there. A workflow has now been submitted. It is now pending approval of this chair. So workflows, they do go to whoever is declaring the major. It does go to the chair of the department of that major. So again, that is just general features of degree progress. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to myself, academic advising, or the registrar's office. We hope you have enjoyed this, and please put in those notes.